What you doing? Goblin, you foraging? As you can hear from everybody crunching away, everybody's eating because I always sprinkle food around while the boys are free roaming. So I sprinkle some up here and down here, and then I usually put some in the ball pit. I put some in here with some crinkle paper. I put some food in here with more like crinkly paper. I put some in here. Yeah, there's some in there. Go find it. Go find your food. Good boy. And then there's usually some sprinkled in here as well. And then lastly, I sprinkle a bunch in here in the newspaper just because it's more fun and fluffy, so they kind of enjoy being in there, I think. So they play around in there. And so usually free roam time is a lot of them ramming around, digging, having fun, and then taking their prizes back into the cage to stash or to eat. So it gets them active, gets them engaged in their natural behaviors, and they have a good time. And I do, when I put them back in the cage, I scatter feed almost exclusively. I mean, I have some bird foraging toys that I think I've shown before, but sorry, Trouble had a huge piece of food in his mouth. I do scatter feed in here too as well, and spread the food and kind of cover it as well as in their digging box, so that this continues even after their little evening snacks are gone and everyone's gone back in the cage. Hi, sweet pea. I also usually try to take this time to work on handling with them. So I take some malt paste that I have sitting around, and then as they're out and about and come up to me, make a point to pick them up and immediately give them some malt paste, maybe pet them a little bit, and then set them down, especially the more timid boys. I mean, the other boys, as soon as they see the malt paste, come running anyway, but boys who are a little hesitant about being picked up, I do try and do it as much as possible. So Trouble and Corby, who is a huge crybaby and screams when you pick him up. Hi, babe. Tribble's an angel, right, Bibs? And you're a little jerk sometimes too. He usually calms down pretty quick. He squawks when you pick him up, and then once you've got him, he's all right. Corby is just a crybaby. Like, once you have him, he'll stop squawking, but he'll kind of peep and just be very unhappy about it. Whereas Trouble kind of just keeps moving and doesn't hold still, like he would like to get down, please, is kind of the message I usually get from Trouble. So he's kind of still my biggest work in progress. And I try to give him his space when I'm not actively working with him. I just want him to feel like I respect his space and I'm not. He doesn't have to be afraid of me. Oh my God, have you had enough? Have you had enough water yet? I just refilled all their water bottles, so now everyone's going crazy for fresh water. But I just thought since everyone was doing some good digging and foraging, I'd catch a little bit on film. You can see Goblin's doing some down here too. But they roughed this all up pretty good. And then Goblin's digging down here. So it's good for them. It's a natural behavior. They're natural diggers and foragers, and I don't have a deep enough base for them to get super diggy in here, but oh, easy. Don't fall. It at least gives them something, and then they have this where they can dig deeper. They don't dig super deep in there. I've been trying to keep it more damp than I have been in the past, so that they can actually maybe so that the soil will actually keep its shape enough for them to dig and have things stay, but I don't see a huge difference. Hey, Corby. See, Corby will come onto my arm easily. Like, if I just do this more often than not, he won't now because I have the camera out, but he'll come to me and he'll crawl up my arm onto my shoulder. But to pick him up, you can forget about it. Whereas Tribble is just a friendly little boy. And Goblin is pretty sweet too, pretty friendly. And Flint. Since I started using malt paste to reward them for coming up, Flint is all about being picked up and held because it gets him treats. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Good boy, Flint. Corby, get off of my laptop, please. Corby. What did you do? I was watching something, young man. Careful. Flint. He just jumped off my arm. Corby, come here. Get off of my laptop, please. Please. Please come off. I know, you don't want me to pick you up. I'm not trying to pick you up. I just want you off my laptop. Because I really don't want you peeing on my laptop. And now I've lost whatever I was watching. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't have any news or anything. I just wanted to showcase the boys doing some digging. Real nice, Gray. Just put your butt right in your brother's face. This is Decker here with the white spot, and then Grayson. They are litter mates. Hobgoblin. And his litter mate is Trouble, but I think Trouble is going into hiding again. And then Corby's over here having some snacks, and then Flint's in here doing some digging. They're litter mates, Flint and Corby. And there's Trouble down there. It's kind of hard to get a good look at him. He's definitely the most shy. Hi, Trouble. Hi, sweetheart. And Tribble, I don't know where he is. And he doesn't have a litter mate. I mean, he did at one point. He had Fizbin, which, if you watched my channel from the beginning, I got Tribble and Fizbin. Initially just the two of them. And then Fizbin passed away and I got the other 6 boys. There's Corby again. He's fast. Everybody's ramming around. All right, I'm making myself dizzy trying to catch anyone doing anything. So I'm going to sign off for today. Just wanted to show... Oh, there's Corby doing some digging in the... I used to put food in that bin too and have the cylinder tube out in the open, and then I used that bedding when I ran out because it was clean, and I put it in some of the muckier areas when I was running short on bedding. I'll probably fill it back up again now that it's not, but I did kind of like that it stopped it from rolling around as much. So we'll see. But everybody's snacking away. I'll probably give them their actual dinner soon and let them go back in for the night. But hey, Dex. Hi, honey. Yeah, that's it. Apparently they've cleared this out because everyone seems to have suddenly vanished from over here. We'll see you next time.